Supreme Court justices in Raleigh began hearing arguments over newly drawn redistricting maps last week. Democratic and nonpartisan groups are accusing the GOP of gerrymandering, saying that these maps are designed to give Republicans an advantage and silence black voters. Now, Republicans say there's nothing wrong with the maps they've drawn. The justice's decision, though, will likely be appealed to the state Supreme Court. Queen City News chief legal correspondent Seem Iyer is here to break down this case in the 260-page decision that was handed down just minutes ago.
Yes, and I'm still trying to digest it. And what I have in front of me is absolutely stunning. I am shocked. Alicia, you know, I was covering this gavel to gavel, and I just want to break down for the viewers at least the first part of this, and that is the constitutional arguments and how the court simply just rejected them, okay? We have something here in North Carolina called the Free Elections Clause. This is not under the United States Constitution, but it certainly is here. And this court found that the Free Elections Clause was not intended to operate as a restriction on redistricting, the ability to redistrict by the General Assembly, because what was happening here, the plaintiffs were trying to take the power from the General Assembly, that is Republican dominated, on this redistricting. And the court neglected to agree with the plaintiffs on that. Furthermore, we're talking about free speech and freedom of assembly. Those constitutional arguments were also brought up by the plaintiffs, and the court rejected those, again saying those are not incorporated in the North Carolina Constitution to bring about a fundamental change to the power of the General Assembly. They're not going to take the power out of their hands. And one more point before we move on, and that is that redistricting does not affect the power to vote for your candidate of choice. That's what the court says. Alicia?
So, okay, the two big subjects with this, though, that we're hearing over and over again, the racial gerrymandering and the discrimination. So what does this say about that specifically?
Okay, so let me just a little bit more. So partisan gerrymandering is against the law, okay? Racial gerrymandering is only against the law in 20 states. North Carolina is not one of them. Now, in this case, the court did at least hear about racial gerrymandering, but they were saying that there's no direct evidence of discriminatory racial purpose by the map makers. And I want everyone to think about how hard is that to prove. You would have to prove that the map makers made statements or did something so absolutely egregious to show a racist intent. And I also want to point out that there was a 2017 U.S. Supreme Court case from North Carolina that showed racial discrimination was a predominant factor. This court did not agree. I could go on for days, but we have to wrap.
We do, but I have one question real quick because about the subject, just to wrap this up in full context, what happens next? Can we assume that the plaintiffs will then appeal?
The plaintiffs are going to appeal. Okay. Michael Hyland, who has been just a great partner in this, he broke that down, so we can expect that to go. But let's not forget, North Carolina Supreme Court is what? Republican dominated. Back to you.